Hi, I'm Brendan Quigley, a litigation and investigations partner at Baker Botts, with a look at the latest out of the Department of Justice in a new administration. We continue to see the department's priorities take shape in a new administration. On October 6th, for example, DOJ announced the creation of a national cryptocurrency enforcement team to, quote, tackle complex investigations and prosecutions of criminal misuse of cryptocurrency, end quote. This team draws from multiple sections within the department. The main focus seems to be on detecting, investigating, and potentially prosecuting individuals and businesses who are using cryptocurrency to launder the proceeds of illegal activity. That same day, October 6th, the department also announced the launch of its Civil Cyber Fraud Initiative. This is really an example of the government once again using the conditions attached to the provision of federal funds to advance a policy initiative. Here, the policy initiative is cybersecurity, and the tool the government is using is the False Claims Act. The False Claims Act, which dates back to the Civil War, provides for significant monetary penalties for making false statements or certifications in connection with the receipt of federal funds. Here, various provisions of federal contracting regulations require contractors to certify that they employ basic security controls, requires them to report cyber incidents in a timely manner, and imposes other conditions related to cybersecurity. We expect to see civil false claims actions alleging contractors violated these provisions by making false certifications, although a key issue in light of recent case law will be how material these particular certifications are to obtaining payment from the government in a given case.
I'm Greta Carlson, Associate in Baker Botts' Environmental Safety and Incident Response Group, with an update on the Biden administration's environmental and natural resources actions. President Biden signed proclamations restoring protections for 3 national monuments that were previously changed by President Trump in 2017. Biden's proclamations reestablished the boundaries set by the Obama administration in Bears Ears and Grand Staircase Escalante national monuments in Utah, and restored restrictions on commercial fishing in the Northeast Canyons and Seamounts Marine National Monument. The decision to restore Bears Ears to 1.36 million acres and Grand Staircase to 1.87 million acres was controversial, particularly in Utah, where local tribes supported greater protections and miners and ranchers opposed restricted use of the land. The White House announced proposed revisions to its NEPA implementing regulations that would, if finalized, restore expanded considerations for major project analyses under NEPA. The proposed rulemaking is the first of a 2-phase process to reverse amendments made to NEPA under the Trump administration. In this initial phase, the proposed rule would restore the prior definitions of direct, indirect, and cumulative effects. The second phase is expected to address climate change and environmental justice concerns. For more details on the proposed revisions and their impacts, visit the Baker Botts Client Alert at the address on your screen. In a close vote, the Senate confirmed Biden's nomination of Tracy Stone Manning as head of the Bureau of Land Management. Stone Manning previously served as director of the Montana Department of Environmental Quality. Her nomination was contentious due to her alleged involvement in a tree spiking incident in the 80s. Biden appointed Deborah Shore as administrator for EPA Region 5, which covers the Midwest. Shore previously served as commissioner on the Metropolitan Water Reclamation District of Greater Chicago and LGBTQ Victory Institute board chair. Biden also appointed Adam Ortiz, a Maryland County official, as administrator for Region 3, which encompasses the Mid-Atlantic region. The White House has not yet named administrators for the remaining 8 regions, nor announced a timeline for doing so. The EPA released its draft strategic plan outlining its priorities for the next 4 years. The 7 overarching goals presented in the draft plan focus on protecting human health and the environment. The draft plan prioritizes protecting environmental justice communities. Public comments on the draft plan are due on or before November 12th. For more details on the draft strategic plan, see the Baker Botts Client Alert on your screen. The EPA also announced its PFAS strategy roadmap this week. The roadmap outlines key actions that the EPA intends to take over the next 3 years to restrict, remediate, and research PFAS. Notably, the roadmap emphasizes the EPA's intent to increase regulation of PFAS and pursue enforcement actions against PFAS users and manufacturers.